Hello, brothers and sisters. Raven here. Today I'm going to start doing something a little new. Normally I'm going to try to keep these short little videos on the weekends. This one's going to be a little bit longer than most probably will be, so that I can explain a little bit of what I'm thinking of doing. On the weekends, not every one of them, but usually on the weekend I'm thinking I'll start doing short little quick videos that are just small observations that maybe I didn't throw in on the big videos, or maybe something that I've heard or is going on within Homestead or any other cult that might come up. Because I do want to get their channel going, but like I said, I need a little bit more help with that, and that's not happening yet, so I figured let's start trying to do some here. We can move on to that later. So that's what I'm thinking I'll try doing on the weekends. This one, for the first one, I just want to make a short little observation about something I didn't think of until right after making the video earlier this week. If you remember the quote I gave first, Blair mentioned this weird notion that jealousy can come from affection. He specifically said an intense affection, which doesn't make any sense, goes against what jealousy is. But what I noticed that's interesting, there's the other thing he says, which is he comes to this conclusion because he feels he has to show it's a good thing because of how God describes himself as a jealous God. The irony of this is he may not have thought about this, but there's something here I think might have been done more subconsciously in a sense, or maybe this really was intentional and he is that arrogant. I don't know. One or the other. But if good jealousy is an intense affection, and God describes himself as a jealous God, and that's a good thing, it is claiming God has an intense affection of false gods. Now, let's go back to some of their core beliefs again. Blair Adams says that they're Christ. The body is Christ himself. Blair, being the leader, thus is the head of Christ. He is a false god. That quote wasn't just him trying to excuse jealousy. This was making it so that God had an affection for him, so that his seeking of this almost godhood by his teachings was something God appreciated. He is doing two things at once with this. One, he's making his jealousy of God a good thing. Two, he's making God affectionate for him. Not just him, but his false godhood. That's a cult leader. That's what they do. That's how they see themselves. That's what they teach. Have a good weekend. God bless.